goal of this video is, if you're a new couch flipper, to give you a simple and effective strategy to source couches and to help you avoid the 4 years of mistakes that I've made. And if you've been in the game for a couple years, even if you take 1 or 2 things from this video that will help you optimize your time better or make you more money in the long run, that will be the goal achieved. To give you some backstory as to why I know I can help you out, I've flipped couches in California. I flipped in Texas as well. I flipped in Orange County, one of the most competitive counties in the country. I flipped in Parker County in Texas, basically the middle of nowhere. And I've made money in both of them. I've done higher volume, lower ticket sales. I've also done some higher ticket sales as well. And couch flipping has been there with me through tough times. Just earlier this year, I'd flipped my truck. There was no way for me to move inventory or even conduct business. So on a whim, I put a hitch on my old BMW and I was towing with U-Haul trailer for a few months. And as a reason, I was able to get another SUV and get my own trailer. Even during those tough times, I was still able to have time freedom, work for myself and work when I want, and make more money than any career I'd pursued prior. If the tips in this video can give you that same type of financial or time freedom, that will be more than fulfilling for me. And I'm going to show you how I do it with something that I call the CouchWhale sourcing framework. And we're going to show you 3 things. We're going to show you how to create your own strategy for your market in your area, show you how to develop an eagle eye for couches to be able to source good couches, and lastly, make you an offer machine so you can make a ton of offers and you can start moving inventory quickly. And lastly, we'll put it in action. We'll show you in real time how it works. Couch flipping can be divided into 2 basic strategies. You have higher ticket, lower volume. So for the sake of simplicity, we're going to call this more than $500 net profit per couch, and you do less than 5 couches a week, and you have higher volume, lower ticket. This is what most couch flippers do. It's in that $200 to $500 net profit range, and you do more than 5 couches per week. You can do a hybrid of both, but in general, couch flipping is divided into these 2 strategies. With the high volume strategy, what you need to know is it's a numbers game. You're gonna have to make a ton of offers and you need to be available. The good things, it's consistent, it's lower risk, especially at the start, lower investment, and the work is always out there. If you need to make money, there are couches out there where you can make profit on this year round, all the time. The cons about it is it's long hours and it's a lot more labor, especially since you're doing more couches every week. With the high profit strategy, finding deals is very important. Everybody wants to make $1,000 on the couch, so the deals go fast. Urgency is crucial. If you lock in an offer, you need to pick it up as soon as possible, and it requires higher investment. The good thing about it is, of course, you make more money per flip, better dollars per hour, you work less hours. In general, they're better conditioned because they're higher ticket, so the sellers take care of them more, so there's less overall repair work that needs to be done. The cons, it's harder to find these deals. Couches will sit longer since there's less market for more premium buyers, and it's less consistent. You will not flip the same amount of high ticket couches per week that you will lower ticket. It's just how it works. Now here's the thing, they both make money. One strategy is not better than the other. It's just whatever works for you in your market. So that's the next question, which is best for you in your market. I've simplified it into 4 questions. Once you answer these, you will know what strategy is best for you. First, how big is my market? To put it simple, the bigger your market, the more couches there are. The smaller the market, the less couches there are. If you're in a smaller market, be prepared to drive a couple hours to get that deal, even a few hours round trip. Also, if you are in a smaller market, it would be best to batch up a pickup if you're already driving far. This was me towing with my Beamer. You see I have 3 different couches on there, so it was 120 miles round trip, but overall it was worth it. The next question is, how much competition do you have? Again, by same principles, the bigger your market, the more competition there is. The smaller your market, the less competition there is. I'm currently in Orange County, California. Now, in comparison to flipping in Parker County, there's 20 to 30x the amount of couches in my area. It's not even close. However, there's probably 40 times the amount of flippers in my area. There's maybe 100 flippers in Orange County alone. In Parker County, I was one of 2, 3 maybe. The closest people to me were Fort Worth, 30, 40 miles away. So I owned my area. But if I wanted to get rid of the couches, I would have to drive farther for delivery, worth 40, 50, sometimes even 60 miles. The good thing about the smaller market and being able to corner your market is you can price couches higher because you're the only person in your area. So the same couch I would flip in Parker County, I would not be able to flip for as much in Orange County. But there's a greater surplus of couches in Orange County, so I could get rid of them much quicker and I wouldn't have to drive as far. The next question is, how much time do you have? Couch flipping is definitely a time and labor intensive hustle. And if you have more time, you can get more couches. But if you don't have as much time, maybe you're doing it as a side income in conjunction with your current job, you won't really have the luxury of being available all day and getting whatever couches you can. You'll have to make use of whatever time you do have. So you might want to consider doing something higher ticket if your goal is to make the most money possible. If you just want side income, an extra $1,000 a week, either of the strategies will work. The last question you'll want to ask yourself to see what strategy is best for you and your situation is, what's your monthly income goal? So we can go into depth with it with these 4 steps. First, you have your monthly income goal. Let's say it's $5,000. Then you have your profit per couch goal. Let's say that's $1,000. Then you'll divide that income goal by your profit goal. 5,000 divided by 1,000 is 5. Then you'll have your monthly volume goal, which is 5 couches. So you'll know, if I want to make $5,000 a month, make 1,000 per couch, I'll need to flip 5 couches. So I know I need to do higher ticket. If you're new to couch flipping, the best low risk place to start is higher volume, lower ticket couches. Search your marketplace, you'll find plenty where you can make at least $300. Flip some of those to start and that'll get you off the ground, get you going, and then you can move on from there. Now we'll go over how to identify a good deal and to stay away from the bad deals to give you that couch flipping eagle eye. First, let's go over the red flags. Now I only have four that no matter what, I'm going to stay away from them. If the leather is peeling, if there are cigarette burns, if it's super outdated, and if the fabric is missing. Not torn or ripped, but actually missing. There are better deals in your market. In everyone's market there are. These couches will not be worth your time, even if they're free. You will make more money and you will save more time by staying away from these couches and focusing on other couches. Now, if you focus on these green flags and they check every box that I'm about to point out, it's an automatic go for a deal. And if you get it for a good deal, you will absolutely make money. So first, if it's a modular or sectional. So these, in general, it will sell faster and for higher profit than something like a couch, a love seat, or even a couch and love seat set. You can still make money off these, but sectionals, and especially modular sectionals, will go faster and for higher profit. So these are the best selling colors. These light, medium grays, these beiges, these light tans, and these whites, the off-whites as well. Next is modern design. Now in general, most of us can tell what's modern versus what is outdated, but there are two things that I want to point out, especially for new flippers, that you might overlook when scrolling through your feed. First is going to be the armrest. On the left, you'll see a roll arm curved armrest. On the right, you'll see a straight line boxy armrest. The one on the right will sell quicker and it will sell for more money than the one on the left. The only caveat is brand, but assuming they're the same brand, the newer style will definitely sell for more. Next is going to be the legs. On the left, you'll see mid-century modern type skinnier legs, wooden legs. On the right, you'll see the bulkier legs. The bulkier legs are definitely signs of being outdated in comparison. Now, lastly, let's talk about cushions. On the left, you'll see they're all plump, they're all properly filled. It looks newer. On the right, you'll see there's definitely a lot of wear, especially on the back pillows. Now, you could fill them. However, some back pillows do have inserts, and if the insert is messed up, it's going to be a lot more difficult to fill it and keep it to shape. So for the sake of simplicity, let's focus on cushions that are filled. Let's talk about making offers, especially for new flippers, but for some seasoned flippers out there as well. There's a belief that must be broken. If you see a listing and you can make money off of it, make an offer that makes sense to you. Even if it feels like a low ball, just make the offer anyway. You do not need to feel bad about it. Most of these listings are just up there. They just want the couch gone. Urgency wins. They have a new couch coming or they're moving out. They need the couch gone now. A lot of times there's just a price thrown out. So don't feel bad about a $1,000 listing. You make a $500 offer cash, I'll pick it up right now. You'd be surprised by what can happen and how happy they'll be that the couch is gone. Now you can make money off of it. Here's what works for me. In Orange County, I do the high volume strategy. I do about 8 couches a week. I'm a one-man operation. I only source Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I make maybe 20 to 30 offers during those days, and I have no problem reaching my inventory goal, selling out, and repeating the process every week. It's just a numbers game. I make a lot of offers during those days so that instead of getting whatever couches I can get, I already have 4 or 5 lined up for the day, and I get to pick which ones I want. It's what's worked out for me the best. I would suggest it if you're doing a high volume strategy. The marketplace is full of scammers and sellers hate dealing with scammers. So we can use that to our advantage by being prompt, kind, and showing genuine interest in their listings. They'll be much happier letting it go for you who's ready to pick it up right now and give them cash than letting it sit a few more days, a few more weeks, continuing to deal with scammers. By now, you've created your own strategy. You can look for the right couches and you know how to make offers. So let's put this strategy to the test right now. I'm going to show you how I personally, every single week, source couches using CouchWhale. Here are notifications from CouchWhale. Check them out. So using easy short keys, I'm going to sift through all of these. We're going to put them in a new tab and make an offer. Let's see this guy. Check this one out. So I can file through my emails super quick, see the listings that I want. Oh, that's a good deal. 3-piece. Ethan Allen is a very expensive brand. So this looks like couch and love seat. I could sell for $450. Let's say $120. I can come pick up right now. Let's say $200. This is the leather with a chase. I see this, so I know it's powered. Does need some repair, but let's say $150. Oh, so we've made some offers. And now we're going to keep going through the email. This is what I'm talking about. When you see a rolled arm like this is how you know it's an older style. Okay, we've got an IKEA Freiheiten, the sleeper. This sells in my area for $500 all day. Okay, so it looks like this guy accepted the offer for $150. And for something like this, after I repair it, easily $650 in my market, and I live in a much more competitive market than most. So this is basically the workflow that I do. I'll make 20, 30 offers a day, 3 days a week, and I'll get 8 couches, no problem.